Hey everybody, how we doing? It's me, Joe Salyers, back here for the Music Factory Studios. Today I want to compare two reverbs just real quick. And what's interesting is the native instruments RC48, which was made by Softube, has the presets from the Lexicon 480L. And I wanted to compare these two because I had been considering buying the Lexicon 480L. Now, granted, I'm just using this little Apollo Twin. And when you turn this thing on, right here is how much DSP power for anybody who has never used an Apollo. Now, at the studio, I have an Apollo rack mount that has 6 DSP chips, as well as 2 of the Octo Thunderbolts. So it doesn't use as much DSP in quotations as it does on this Duo. But this Duo, when you turn on the 480L, this is how much it uses. So as you can see there, and here is your overall usage. So if you were on, say, like an Apollo Solo, the little Arrow, or the single chip Apollos, it would be really hard to use anything other than just one of these. On a Duo, you can't really even get 2, but it uses a lot of power. And in my console, I'm not using any unison preamps or anything like that, just so I could use an overview and show you what kind of DSP usage this thing has. It's pretty heavy, let's put it that way. But we have an alternative here, and there are a few others, but this is the one I already had and owned, so I thought I would compare them since they have presets that are supposed to match. So let's see what we've got there, and we'll see how well it actually does. Okay. Okay, here we have the small hall. I was trying to find 2 that matched up pretty well, so let's see what we get here. Okay, one thing I can say is the UAD is just a fuzz louder So if you look down here on the meter, you'll see that. So the UAD is about a dB louder than the Native Instruments RC48. But here's what I was going to say. I think that this is a great little plugin. It has some options that the RC48 really doesn't do, you know, such as more editability. There's more things you can get in here and edit in this Lexicon UAD 48L compared to the RC48, but they're both great. So depending on your preference, pretty much, and which you prefer, it's up to you which one you would use. Now, the 480L is great. They also have, and if you've seen the Softube Native Instruments reverbs, there is also a 224 from UAD, as well as the Native Instruments RC24, which are based on the same reverb. So let's see what we've got here. Let's also do that one. Room. Let's go to room. There we go. Now, the interesting part is the Lexicon 224 from UAD uses a lot less DSP, as you can see here, compared to the 480L. All right, let's have a little listen here to the room preset. So the Softube is about 5 dB too loud. Now we're at an even playing field. Let's have a listen how it would sound on an aux. So I think the downsampling is a little better if you want that more bit and sample rate reduced sound. The UAD has that kind of thing going on. The RC24 does too, but it's not as realistic. It just sounds like it was downsampled in the filter. They're close, okay? But as you can hear, the Lexicon has that thing that old hardware has where they filtered out for lower sample rates, and it sounds good. You can really hear it in the hi-hats. Yeah, you can really hear it in the hi-hats. So the RC24 is a little bit brighter, but I mean, that's up to you. And you can't go wrong with either one. In a full mix, no one's going to be able to go, hey, that sounds like the Softube, or the Native Instruments R24, or that sounds like the UAD. No one's going to hear the difference. A wise man once told me when I first started into music production, no one can see your mix on the radio, so don't worry about it. Just make it sound good. Because no one, and I literally mean no one, can tell what you used. Now, where that does happen is like, you'll be listening to the radio and you go, oh, those samples are from Logic or Ableton or whatever. Now, you'll notice things like that. But as far as effects go, no one's going, man, that sounds like the UAD SSL bus compressor, or, that's the Waves SSL bus compressor. No one's doing that because it's almost impossible, you know. Or that sounds like a hardware EQ of, you know, a NE 1073, or that's the, you know, UAD 1073. No one does that because they can't tell in a full mix. It's just impossible. So you just make it sound as good as possible. I hope you enjoyed this. This was a quick little demo. I know it wasn't real extensive, but I thought I was comparing them already this morning on a Sunday morning. Yes, I have no life. I'm comparing reverbs on my day off. But I thought it would be kind of cool to see how close the Softube / Native Instruments reverbs were to the Universal Audio reverbs. All right, guys and gals, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, click the thumbs up, subscribe, and check out one of these other videos since you're already here on YouTube. All right, guys and gals, we'll see you next time. Have a great day, y'all.